There is nothing like comfort food, and there's a spot in LA that focuses on making the most delicious pupusas with a special twist. And after you try them, you might even do the happy dance.
It's like our heart and soul to our country.
When you needed a hug from abuelita, you come here.
It's comfort food all around.
Between downtown and Koreatown, in Pico Union, you'll find La Pupusa Urban Eatery.
We're secretly awesome because we're in a little area in downtown LA in the Salvadoran corridor where people wouldn't think there'd be a place like this where everybody can feel welcome, not just my tia, but everybody from everywhere in LA.
Created by husband and wife team Juan and Stephanie, they offer traditional Salvadoran dishes made with a modern approach at La Pupusa.
The biggest inspiration ever. You know,
Growing up in LA.
Growing up in LA, that gives us inspiration on the daily. It's our dream child. We've thought about this for years. What we consider are bridging the gap between Salvadorans that live in the States and Salvadorans that live in El Salvador. How my wife and I grew up with that fresh new vibe that you come in here, you're gonna sit down, you're gonna wait your time, but you will be treated with something really, really delicious. Well, this is all typical stuff that you find in a Salvadorian household. You know, eggs, ranchero sauce, pupusa. So it's all typical things that I would have around in my house growing up. So I do a pupusa called La Mexicana. So it's our ode to Mexican culture and Salvadoran culture mixed into one. So our pupusa goes on the bottom, our meat goes on top, our guacamole, I like to say sour cream, but it's not really sour cream, it's more like cheesy cream, a little bit of our pico de gallo.
And for a delicious wake-up call, there's customer favorite La Mañanera.
The Mañana Pupusa brings people in. It's become our signature dish.
It's like our breakfast pupusa, and I serve that with your choice of pupusa, what we call curtidos. It's pickled cabbage, and you can have that with 2 eggs on top, sunny side up, with a little bit of salsa ranchera. And it comes accompanied with casamiento, which is rice and beans cooked together, and a little bit of our cream. It's delicious, like a must-have for breakfast, and it's filling. You'll have that, and you'll be good for hours.
Besides cooking up good food, mouth-watering foodie pics are helping get new customers in the door.
Instagram has played a huge part in the way that we have promoted our restaurant and has become the way that people get to know us. We've been able to reach people that I thought we've never been able to reach, and people who are celebrities that I never thought would ever pay attention to us. Like Christy Turlington, because she's half Salvadorian, so she knows some of our food, and she's commented on saying how delicious some food is. John Leguizamo.
Just like a little hidden gem, you know, you kind of hear about it through friends, or you know, you kind of just find it on Instagram. The food's amazing, it's like homemade cooking.
And for your first visit, we got you. Here's an insider tip.
The way I grew up having it, it's you have a little bit of the curtido, you put some sauce on top, and then you start ripping the pupusa and you eat it with your hands. There's no forks and knives involved.
Juan and Stephanie want La Pupusa to represent the best of LA.
People come one time, try one thing, try a basic pupusa, something simple, and then the next time they come back and try something completely different to what you're used to having as traditional Salvadorian food.
We're an LA and Salvi twist.
Here's a headline you never hear. Millennial with computer science degree becomes beekeeper. It's a family hobby that gave her life new meaning when she realized honey could comfort her terminally ill father.
I mean, he's the reason I started it. It's just kind of been, you know, what can I do to honor him and create something meaningful?
It's not often you find a millennial beekeeper, but Jessica Gonzalez found Happy Organics as a way to honor her father, Salvador. She created a hemp-derived CBD product line for the mind and body, which includes raw honey, chocolate, and muscle balms.
My uncles help me with the beekeeping. We extract the honey ourselves, and we only extract it when we can, so we don't take too much from the bees. We only take if there's excess.
The youngest of 9 children, Jessica grew up on a farm in Merced, California, where she learned about bee culture and harvesting honey through the eyes of her dad.
My dad, he started as a hobby beekeeper. He, one day, I guess, found a hive on a tree and he decided he wanted to start keeping them. So he took them in, and that's kind of how our small apiary started. I would listen to things he would say, and then I would go research and see like the science behind it. He was really observant, and he would notice patterns and just like see their behaviors and their tendencies.
Equipped with apiculture knowledge or beekeeping, Jessica went on to study computer science in college and chose a career combining her love for agriculture and technology.
So I was in the tech world. I was working in San Francisco as a software developer. Then I started an ag tech startup in Salinas.
But her blooming career took an unexpected turn when the young tech entrepreneur learned her mother, Angela, was very ill. Jessica returned home, and soon after, her mom passed away. Then, the already grief-stricken family received bad news about Jessica's dad.
He later that year got diagnosed with terminal cancer, so he started taking cannabis for pain relief. We were trying to decide what was the best ratio for him, what type of cannabis should he be taking. And so that's when I learned about hemp-derived CBD and, the benefits of it, and, just this amazing plant that does so many things. CBD specifically doesn't get you high. It's non-psychoactive. It is anti-inflammatory, so it helps with things like stress, anxiety, sleeplessness. People like to buy it for their parents to help them sleep at night.
So Jessica began making CBD-infused honey and other sweets to comfort her dying father.
I just had the idea to mix it with the honey because he had a big sweet tooth, so it was just kind of a nicer experience for him to take. After that, I started selling it to friends and family while we were taking care of my dad.
The beekeeping patriarch passed at the end of 2018, but Jessica believes her line of honey can comfort others who are suffering.
I was at a really low point this past year after I started it, wondering is this the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? But I just want to create something meaningful to honor my parents. Taking care of bees, creating things that help the environment or sustainable or bring things that are natural and healthy to my community are all things that they wanted or they respected or I think I'm on the right path.
We try to make everything in-house and make it as homemade as we can.
Perfect comfort bowl, it's an experience.